Hey guys, I have a Moen, a trapped dual shower head model here, and I'm going to show you the water pressure before and after I remove the water flow restrictor inside of the head unit there. So I'll just show you the full component setup here. You can see the shower valve that turns off and on the water there. And in order to remove the shower head, what you're going to do is basically just unscrew this nut here counterclockwise until this entire assembly loosens, and you can remove the entire unit. So I'm going to turn on the water here. I'll show you the water pressure to see what it looks like before I remove the water flow restrictor. And I'm just going to change the setting here so you can see the handheld shower pressure as well. And you can see that's very weak. And I like to have more water pressure when I'm showering to, wash out my hair and whatnot. So I'm going to shut this water off and start disassembling the unit, and I'll get back to you in part 2. Thanks. Okay, so now that I was able to take off the head unit, as you can see by unscrewing that nut from the water spout in the shower, all I have to do now is turn this upside down, and if you see that little plastic cross piece, we're basically gonna take that out, and underneath that there's actually like a rubber gasket, a small rubber gasket within the water flow restrictor that we're gonna remove. So let me go ahead and unscrew this, and it's easier if you take it off. You can work with it on, but it's probably easier to take this ring off, and then this adapter like thingy will come off. So I'll take all of this off and put that on the side. So now that you have this adapter, this is basically what controls the water flow, the water pressure coming in from the water spout and going into the main shower head, as well as the handheld shower. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this rubber gasket out here. Let's see if I can just use my finger. That might not work, but I'm just gonna put my phone down here and see. Show you, just take it out. It's not really working too well. Get my screwdriver here. Okay, so now that we have the rubber gasket out, you're gonna see that little plastic water flow restrictor that we need to remove. So what I found out is that some people actually, they like to use the screwdriver and kind of pick in here a little bit and try to pry it out. But what I did was I just got a small screwdriver, as you can see on the table, and I insert the end of the screwdriver here into that small hole, and I basically just added the pressure, and the water flow restrictor comes out. So if it's stuck, there's water or calcium buildup there, you might want to just give it a jab a couple of times, harder jabs, and it'll pop out eventually. But this unit is actually fairly new. I would say it's probably 6 months old, so there's not much calcium or water buildup in there. So now that we have the water flow restrictor out, this little blue piece, you can see that there's a plastic cross covering there, and inside of the blue restrictor there's a rubber gasket that we're gonna remove so that we can expose the, you know, more of the holes here that you see that rubber gasket is blocking, that is basically restricting the water flow. Okay, so I'm just gonna lay my phone here real quick, and I'll try to hop to it here. All right, so okay, so in order to remove this plastic piece, I just got a kind of a small screwdriver and started prying these the sides of this plastic piece here, this white plastic piece. So we just gotta kind of give it a little jab here and there and go around, and eventually it'll come out like that. All right, so once that's out, just put that on the side. I'm gonna take out this rubber this rubber gasket, this small circle rubber gasket here. So that actually comes out fairly easy. I'm just gonna get a smaller screwdriver here that'll actually fit in one of the grooves in the back, and I can just kind of give it a little nudge, and as you can see, it'll pop right out. Oh, sorry about that. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna remove this little rubber gasket. Just put that down. We're not gonna put that back in, but as you can see here now, the water flow restrictor is no longer restricted by that rubber gasket. So you can actually see the holes, you know, through the restrictor, and that just means that much more water is going to get through the restrictor. But you do need to put this cap back on, and it basically just snaps back into place fairly easy. And once that's done, you just get your adapter here, and we're just gonna push it back in just like that, and we'll put the rubber gasket back inside. Just make sure that's it's nice and snug, has a good seal to it. You can actually, you know, just go around, just make sure it's all the way down there in the bottom, as you can see there. And we'll bring back the shower head here. We're just gonna go ahead and insert this back in with that white plastic gasket there. And we'll go ahead and put the nut back on and screw that clockwise, and that'll make a good, nice tight seal. And there you go. And you can always adjust it, you know, when you put it back onto the stem that's coming out of your shower. This is basically to, you know, just keep it intact for now. Once we get back to the shower head, I'll show you how you can adjust it. So we'll be right back with the third half of this, and we can show you the final results. Okay guys, so I was able to put the shower head assembly and the wand assembly back on, as you can see here. So basically just tightening that nut back on and tightening this nut just to just make sure it's in the position that I wanted, and also putting this hose back on for the handheld shower wand. So I'm going to test the pressure now that we removed the rubber gasket from that water flow restrictor, and I'll show you what the difference in water pressure is like. Here we go. Just going to change some settings here, just so that you can see. That would be just for the head only. Super strong now. And if I switch it back up here, this one is just going to be for the wand only. So you can see how strong that is now. The pressure is really strong now. All right. So hopefully you guys are able to take care of your own water pressure issues. Once again, this is a Moen handheld shower combo with shower head. And any questions, feel free to comment below. Otherwise, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.